I mean, with a mop and bucket.
You do that again, I'll lose my sense of humour, got it? Moran gave me the job. You clear it all through me, understand?
Oh, come on, but I'm in here for years because of what that bitch did.
You'll get your chance if she doesn't behave herself, I promise.
You sure you won't join me?
I will when you pour the tea.
Oh, then you better go ahead. I'm a pretty slow eater when it comes to breakfast.
Slow starter, too. Do you realise what time it is?
Yeah, I know. I got a call when I got home last night. It was about 4 o'clock before I hit the sack.
Trouble?
Oh, bikie domestic. Could have been worse. The trouble was it wasn't all talking. There was a fair bit of damage done to a dozen by the time everybody had kissed and made up. Oh, don't pull mine. Just let it brew for a while.
Sounds as though last night was an all-round disaster.
I was hoping you'd let me finish eating. Not very good at apologizing on an empty stomach.
You don't have to. That's why...
Oh, come on. I did the wrong thing.
Please, Dan, let me finish. What you did was normal. What wasn't normal was my reaction. There is a reason, and...
Oh, come on. Trust me.
Some time ago, I had a mastectomy.
That's it? Okay. But you know, I'm a little bit angry. But let's talk this thing through. Why did you choose that record? Did you know the conductor's Julian Christoph?
Yes, I like his work.
You can't be serious. I mean, the man's a haemophiliac.
What's that got to do with his music?
Precisely. And you've lost a breast. So what's that got to do with our friendship?
What bitches? What bloody hell are you doing here?
Working. Didn't you see the sign?
Oh,
there?
bugger off, will you?
Well, take it easy. I'm just trying to do a job.
Tough. Either you get lost or I start ripping me clothes off.
Calm down. Maybe there's something I can do to help. Is there something wrong?
Oh, no. I walk around like this all the time.
What happened?
What do you reckon? Pringle forgot to kill the food and it attacked me.
Well, someone did. Why?
You ask a lot of bloody questions for someone who's paid to stick their head in the dunny.
Yeah, just guess I chose the wrong place. Do you want to talk about it later?
Why don't you mind your own bloody business?
You wanted to see me?
I need your help, Mr. Moran. It's important.
Go on.
Could we talk privately?
Would you mind waiting outside, please, Mrs. Barry?
Of course. Thanks.
My help. Well, that's a bit rich, isn't it? I gave you my help once before, if you can recall.
And I appreciate it.
Didn't stop you letting me down. The press had quite a field day with that little mistake of mine.
Yeah, well, I'm sorry about that, but... Well, I couldn't leave Lexi out there to fend for herself, and I couldn't very well lag on her, could I?
Possibly not. But you could have tried to talk her into giving herself up. That way, neither of you would be in this mess.
Yeah, well, I know that's the sensible thing to do, but... Well, hell, we didn't count on Bassinger finding her and trying to kill her.
From what I hear, you and Patterson are alone in that opinion. Gee, I'm surprised you couldn't think of a more plausible story.
Except that it's the truth. Hell, somebody's got to believe us. The man's a maniac.
Superintendent Bassinger has a top record of arrests. Quite a policeman in his time, decorated 3 times, in fact.
Yeah, so I'm learning from the old chums. They're leaving me like rats from a sinking ship.
Not surprising, is it?
No, bloody typical. Hell, I didn't expect the police to listen. They look after their own every time. But can you help us?
I'd have to believe you first, wouldn't I?
Okay. Forget who he is, but think about the other things. Like this guy had inside information.
Go on.
That's the problem. the only other concrete thing we've got is his confession to Lexi that he'd killed Nora and she was going to be next.
Not much, is it?
But hell, it happened. We don't do something about this guy, he's going to kill the next person who escapes and God knows how many others after.
We don't have revolving doors in here, contrary to some people's opinion.
Yeah, not the only prison, though, is it? I mean, somebody's bound to get away from one of them sooner or later.
All right, tell me it all again. And be accurate. What is Bassinger supposed to have said?
You're nearly through. The women are complaining.
Oh, no worries. It's all systems go.
Blockage caused by anything unusual?
Nah, just normal wear and tear. Or would you like to have a look?
No, I wouldn't. Now, let's get a move on.
Yes, and I know you don't like being disturbed on a Sunday, Minister, but
Especially not on the basis of far-fetched accusations like this. Good God, man, the woman's a convicted criminal.
Oh, with respect, not all criminals are liars.
This one's already made a fool of you. I would have thought you'd be the last to go trusting her again.
But if what she says is true...
Too many ifs, Moran. Not on.
Call it instinct, then.
Would you like to be the one to have to tell the public of your so-called instincts proven wrong?
I understand that, but I've seen cases like this before in Vietnam. Somebody getting a distorted view of the
Moran,
facts...
this isn't Vietnam. It's a pleasant Sunday afternoon in Australia, and I'm enjoying an equally pleasant drink with friends. Some of those friends know Harry Bassinger very well. Now, take it from me. Wyndham duped you once and is obviously trying again.
All I am asking for is an investigation.
Which costs money. Now, I'll only say this once more. Your job is to govern a prison. If you want to keep it, I suggest you let the police handle the case.
He listened to me, I suppose that's something.
I wish I hadn't.
What do you mean?
It was your idea to get me out of this dump. If I hadn't listened to you, none of this would have happened.
But you'd have been dead meat otherwise. Heavens, girl, it was to save your life.
Look, I was only gone a couple of hours when they sprung water. Oh, we've ended up okay.
Oh, well, Jess couldn't have known that. I was all for you escaping as well.
Yeah, well, I shouldn't have listened to you either. Only good thing that happened was meeting Pocker. God only knows what's happened to her now.
I told you, Mabel will look after her. She'll be fine.
Yeah, forgot. It's me who's in the doghouse, isn't it?
She's right. Prison's no place for kids like you.
You did everything a friend could, Jess. Deep down, she knows that.
Geez, Jacko, I'm not bloody Kazali. Oh, Ta.
You'd have trouble flushing that.
Come again?
Tennis balls tend to get stuck in the S-bends.
You didn't tell the screws, did you?
No.
Good. That's two I owe you.
Oh, we all need a bit of escapism.
It's all right. If we were anywhere else, I'd shout you a beer.
Rita, there is something you could do for me.
At the time you got the police.
That's not what I meant. Look, could you convince the other women that I'm not a lagger or a screw? I'd like them to feel more comfortable when they talk to me. Well, do them good to have a friendly ear to bend. Someone from outside.
Oh, sure, if you want to put up with all their moaning.
Have you got any work to do?
Sorry, I forgot. You don't even take Sundays off, do you, Miss Ferguson?
Get that smirk off your face, Connors.
Hi.
Hey, cop him. You want a promise or what?
Something smells wonderful. One good thing about being a free woman, I've improved my cooking no end. Mervyn better watch out. Oh, I wouldn't go as far as to say that. It's only for special occasions. The rest of the time, it's crisp bread and tomato. Well, I'm sure Dan will appreciate it. Feels a bit strange, actually. It's a long time since I've gone to this much trouble for a male guest. Seems silly trying to impress someone. Oh, why not? Anyway, you're not trying to impress him, just trying to make him feel at home. Well, tell me more about him. I mean, what does he do in his spare time?